Hello and welcome to this special conversation on the squirrels.in as we continue to look closely at the events unfolding in that big battleground state of Bihar. So today, finally, you have a chief ministerial candidate of the Mahagathbandhan. After many prolonged parleys of delays and discussions, you ultimately have a decision which should have been taken a long time back. With me, well-known journalist, veteran Congress watcher, Rasheed Kidwai joins us live. Always a pleasure to be speaking to Rasheed. Welcome once again, Rasheed. Let me ask you, Rasheed, what do you make out of this? This entire tamasha which unfolded, kabhi haan, kabhi na, kabhi tu, kabhi main, finally leading to now Tejashwi Yadav being declared as a chief ministerial candidate of the Mahagathbandhan. Has it inflicted damage on the prospects of the MGB in Bihar?
Not really. I think, Bhupen, in real terms, politics is about, protracted battle, not just from outside in the sense of rivals, but within. We talk about the coalition politics in India. Now, here comes the caste dynamics, which are very important. Tejashwi was an obvious choice and has been named, but it has been, pegged down, and basically the Congress and CPI-ML both didn't want actually Tejashwi because it would have sent a wrong signal to the other backward classes, the most otherwise called Ati Pichhda in Bihar. The Congress essentially is targeting Nitish Kumar's vote bank this time. Nitish, who's the chief minister and has a considerable amount of vote bank among, so to say, that Ati Pichhda or most backward classes. See, the Congress changed its state party unit chief from a Rajput to a OBC, and therefore an attempt was to get as many caste combinations, small caste combinations on board just to consolidate the Mahagathbandhan. And in that scheme of things, on the ground reality was that a Yadav chief ministerial candidate would have been a red rag to these smaller OBC caste or the most backward.
But Rasheed, I'm a little baffled by this argument that you're making, because if you look at even the last Bihar Assembly elections, in terms of absolute number of votes or even the vote percentage, if you look at, the RJD was the single largest party. It had more votes than the JDU, but because of the nature of the alliance, the NDA ended up forming a government on its own. Are you really saying that the Congress was of the view that their best performance could have been where RJD would have decided to be strung along with them without an RJD chief ministerial candidate? Was the Congress really serious about this thinking?
No, first of all, it was to get this caste arithmetic right. And second is about ticket distribution. Again, there is a lot of what I call it as one-upmanship among players. If Tejashwi was offered this in a platter, Tejashwi and his father, Lalu Yadav, and a lot of people of RJD. Remember, RJD is a big brother in Bihar. And therefore, just to accommodate not just the Congress, but CPI-ML, this was used that it's not going to be easy for Tejashwi Yadav to get a backing of Mahagathbandhan pre-election as a chief ministerial candidate. So these things help. Remember, Bhupen, I just want to refresh your memory. See, whether it is Mamata Banerjee or late Mulayam Singh Yadav or Lalu Yadav, they eat up their smaller allies. If you look at their track record, the CPI in Uttar Pradesh, Mamata Banerjee, and of course the Congress and the left in Bengal. So there is, so to say, if they are on the same side of India Alliance or Mahagathbandhan, still there is a lot of war of attrition that takes place. So this is part and parcel of it. To answer your question, no, it would not impact because all is well that ends well.
But this story, I'm on the more specific point of the story of the Congress party. Mulayam Singh Yadav, when he was alive, he would openly say, and Akhilesh Yadav has said so in off-record conversations with many people like us on multiple occasions, that you can never really trust the Congress party because the Congress is the party which ends up eating into regional ally space. Now, whether it is UP, or it was Jharkhand, now it is Bihar, why is it that when it comes to, even with the Mamata Banerjee, when it comes to dealing with a regional ally, what is the Congress's problem 11 years into Modi Raj now since 2014?
Well, my answer is very simple. It's a combination of illusion of grandeur, and plus, you see, in India, alliance politics does not have co-equals. It is always has a dominant partner and others. So the dominant partner always tries to look at the present day BJP, look at the entire Congress history, whether it's in all kind of previous alliances. So there is a sort of it is not very even, very cordial relationship. Look at Tamil Nadu. Where the DMK is a, so to say, a very trusted ally of the Congress, but they went and made their case, gave a ministerial list for vote taking without forget about including Congress, without even mentioning Congress, without taking Congress along. So this is a sort of checkered history of alliance politics in all over states.
But I think we're slightly digressing, Rashid. Because if you look at the story of the Congress in detail, the fact is that the Congress has been in a state of decline in the crucial Hindi heartland states. Barring, of course, the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, where the Congress's performance certainly increased in key states like UP. Whether it is UP or it's Bihar, I would say even in large parts of Chhattisgarh, in Maharashtra, the Congress is just not there on the ground. Do you think, has the Congress done enough other than swearing to this slogan, that we are for the backwards, we are for the Ati Pichhada work? Is the Congress really on the ground in these key states where it can make all these demands of the more dominant ally of these states?
Congress is trying to make a comeback in many of the states that you're mentioning, that where they are playing a second fiddle, they have a regional party. And in that scheme of things, this time Congress has experimented a lot in Bihar. Not enough stories have come. Look at Rahul Gandhi, his own 1,300-kilometer yatra. It made a major impact. According to Sea Voter, Yashwant Deshmukh, the gap between the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi is of just 10 points. 51% in favor of Narendra Modi and 41% in favor of Rahul Gandhi. Now, this is, Bhupendra, to my mind, is a staggering, in the sense, it's a very close call in terms of popularity rating.
But then why, if Rahul Gandhi is so convinced about his popularity ratings, then why is he disappeared from the election campaign trail in Bihar?
No, so again, this comes. It's not a disappearing act, according to my mind. That was, see, Rahul Gandhi is a great grandson of Jawaharlal Nehru. He has a vision not only for India but all over the world, and he fancies himself as a world leader. And this was decided. His visit to Colombia, if you're referring to, this was decided 6 months, 8 months before. The Congress, in real terms, in Bihar, Chaubey, is only contesting in just in about 60 seats, and therefore it is for heavy lifting campaigning. It is with Mr. Tejashwi Yadav. Thing is, Rahul's popularity is very high. That doesn't mean the Congress popularity is very high. Just that is a contradiction. Modi's popularity is very high in many states, even in, I would say, in Tamil Nadu and Kerala also. But if the BJP popularity is zero or very little. So this happens when national leaders are there. I think the Congress has a game plan, and you will see the results.
You look at the press conference which was done by Ashok Gehlot and Tejashwi Yadav today. Now, Mahagathbandhan has declared Vikassheel Insaan Party, led by Mukesh Sahani, as a potential Deputy Chief Ministerial candidate should the Mahagathbandhan come to power. How do you look at this? On one hand,
very significant development. Yeah, very significant development. It has set a cat among pigeons. You remember, there is a lot of, there is an aspirational, India, and you keep talking about it, Bhupendra. I have heard you so many times about Uttar Pradesh, how Mr. Amit Shah was able to, get the smaller caste and non-Yadav, components in Uttar Pradesh, and he gave them a lot of importance, a lot of bhav, and that is how, the political equity of BJP got, went up tremendously in Uttar Pradesh. Now, similarly, if Mukesh Sahani is projected as a chief ministerial candidate, a deputy chief ministerial candidate, it sends a lot of message and signal to the Ati Pichhada classes, and therefore I think Mr. Nitish Kumar and the BJP managers would be very worried tonight.
But the Congress would it be correct to read this move as a declaration of intent of the Congress party that, look, we are not interested in being the junior partner? The Congress could have said that we'll also take a deputy chief ministership. It's not willing to take that. Do I read this as a masterstroke, as you're suggesting, or do I read this as a Congress's complete inability? We are accepting Tejashwi Yadav, but you know what? We're not really happy. We're unwilling to be the junior partner.
So 2 points. First of all, a deputy chief minister is a glorified cabinet minister. In the constitution, there is no provision of a deputy chief minister. It is just a kind of political importance that is accorded to a cabinet minister in a coalition politics. Second thing is, I think the Congress has has eyes on Delhi on 2029 and in the other assembly elections. So therefore, Bihar is very important. Remember the kind of thing, Rahul Gandhi's allegations about vote chori. So Bihar is just not like a state election; it is going to be a referendum, and therefore the Congress is stepping back, knows that it will, if Tejashwi becomes chief minister, if Mukesh Sahani becomes deputy chief minister, the Congress will be able to get 4 or 5 good cabinet portfolios, which will be, provided they, of course, get 25, 30 assembly seats. So in that scheme of things, I don't think Congress is, and look at the, there are very little, leadership is there who can claim to be deputy chief minister in Bihar, as far as the Congress is concerned. So I think this is all a well thought out strategy. Under Rahul, Congress is not standing on any kind of prestige, and they are going with the sort of head held high at the kind of negotiations that taken place, and giving importance to the ally, a major partner, that being Tejashwi.
I was spending some time with some leaders of Bihar Congress a couple of days back, Rasheed, and the view was that this entire vote chori campaign, which was started off by Rahul Gandhi, while it did certainly set the cat amongst the pigeons, that it generated a lot of curiosity, it is not that vote-catching issue which could tilt the elections. Is it true that the Congress party in Bihar is not willing to back Rahul Gandhi in this entire vote chori campaign to the degree to which Rahul Gandhi was expecting? And is that the reason why Rahul Gandhi is missing from the campaign?
So Rahul Gandhi is a bit unconventional politician. Me and you, we heard the same thing when Lok Sabha elections were taking place, and Rahul Gandhi was giving a lot of importance to that Samvidhan Bachao and that Lal Diary that he used to flash. And ultimately, we know, Bhupen, that it made an impact not only in Uttar Pradesh, but Maharashtra and several places. So what Rahul Gandhi thinks, I don't think that state unit of party is comprehending. And we know that in Bihar, the Congress is a very divided house. It used to be a very upper caste centric, the Bihar party unit suddenly is being changed to a Dalit OBC centric unit. So therefore, there is a lot of disquiet. And I don't think Rahul Gandhi in Bihar that way, commands that kind of authority that probably Indira Gandhi or Rajiv Gandhi used to have. So this is there, but I think it is the outcome that determines. The moment, the BJP didn't do well in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress and Samajwadi Party stock went up in Uttar Pradesh. And that was evident the way, they won even that by-election.
Are you of the view, Rasheed, that with the move that has been made today, do you think all those cracks which were becoming visible within the Mahagathbandhan, do you think all those cracks have now been papered over and is all well within the Mahagathbandhan? We know that there is chaos on the other side, but look at the BJP, the entire Gujarat rank and file of cabinet ministers get changed, there's not a whisper. Whereas here, the Congress continues to suffer from the same set of problems, election after election, year after year. So I want a straight answer. Have things really changed? Or is it that the more they change, the more things don't change within the Congress party?
So straight answer, in every election, there is always a disquiet. This is very much part and parcel. I have so many, gray hair to prove that in every election, there is a sort of, brinkmanship and all kind of things happen. But end of the day, if you get your, a chief ministerial candidate, a kind of, plan, a caste combination, that really works. So I think the Congress is in for the Mahagathbandhan is in for a kind of, grand battle in Bihar. It's going to be a very close call. It can go either way.
Okay. All right, Rasheed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us and helping us understand the never-ending saga of the Congress politics. Thank you so much.